too a little bit.
Just think about the people you're here to help.
Okay.
Think about the pelvises that are going to get helped here.
Just you're on.
You're on.
Oh, okay.
Our pelvises.
Hello. I am at a retreat here in Alta, and I'm really excited to be with a group of women, and we are going to talk a little bit about the pelvic floor and our middle layer muscles in our abdomen today. So, my business is Strong Balance Solutions. My motto is wellness from the inside out, and what I mean from that is that we're all going to take our energy into our center. So just take your hands and make a triangle, and think about bringing that energy from out here and taking a big breath in and sucking that energy into this space, basically right below your belly button. Maybe your fingers are right at your pubic bone. And just breathe into that space for a second. Take a big breath in. And when you exhale, let your belly be soft. And take one of those breaths again. In. And exhale, soft belly. Okay. So a big part of this area is also being able to relax it, right? To understanding how we relax this space. Because the only way that we're going to find the muscles that we're talking about is from a subtle place. We really want to start at the subtle body. So if you picture your pelvic floor, so basically the front is your pubic bone and the back is your two sit bones. So it's a triangle sitting right underneath you. You picture that. Okay, so that's true. Those things are true. Now we're going to imagine that there is a jelly bean right in the middle of that. That is not true, but that is fake. Okay, so that jelly bean, all I want you to do is think about that jelly bean, picking it up and holding it. Pick up the jelly bean and hold it. Welcome to the Lost Frontier. This is your pelvic floor. Okay, so taking the breathing out of it for a second, go ahead and just try to contract that quickly. And as you're doing this, you're really coming from that soft place. So the only thing contracting is the very base of your pubic area, right? So try it 10 times quick. Good. Did you guys find it? Find it? Questions?
My left side is as colder as my right.
Cool, good observation, right? Like, so this is yoga. We're becoming more aware of like, oh, it's harder for me to contract here. As we start adding exercise into this, eventually we'll find, oh, when I extend my leg, it's harder to keep it. Oh, when I'm in Pilates and I do this movement, I feel like I'm gonna pee my pants, right? So like, we'll learn when to contract it kind of naturally. Same thing with all exercise. We're practicing now so that in our regular day, it just happens when we need it to happen. Okay. So we're going to go back to the breath, but this time on the exhalation, I want you to think about picking that jelly bean up. So you're going to think about like a bank teller, and that bank teller is going to suck that jelly bean up right to your chest plate. Touch your chest, right about that, like your sternum. Now touch your pubic bone, and think about pulling everything back to a wall behind you on a big breath in. Push it back. Good. Now as you exhale, find that pelvic floor contraction that you did. Just hold the jelly bean. Okay. So the point is that we want to use our pelvic floor as the base of our breath rather than breathing from our diaphragm, right? So we're breathing all the way into that space, and then we're making our exhalation more expansive by activating that pelvic floor. All right? So now let's try that again. Take a big breath in, and on the exhalation, you're going to find that activation. Good. Did you find it? Hold it. Try to breathe and hold it. Okay, now feel your abs. Are you contracting everything? Oh, yeah, everything's contracting. Take a big breath. Relax, soft belly. So let's all stand up for a second. Okay. And take your hands, like your hip bones protrude right here, right? And you're going to touch your belly right, like just right inside of that, okay? So our transverse abdominis, we're talking about a new muscle. Everything we've been talking about so far is the pelvic floor. And if you want to know that you're doing it, I'm just going to do this. I've been so tired of talking about jelly beans and lifting your balls. It's if you touch yourself between your vagina and your butt, you can feel it contract. You lift it up. Yeah. Okay, so if you want to get personal with yourself and feel that, that's the beginning, right? That's our smallest muscle. That contracts first. That is your pelvic floor. Okay, so get familiar with it. I like to call it the lost frontier. We're all trying to find it. Then now we're going to talk about the next muscle, which is a mid-layer muscle. It's your transverse abdominis, and it goes across the abs right here. Okay, has anybody done Pilates? Right, and you think about the Pilates scoop. Right, that's the transverse abdominis. So when you feel here, if you contract your transverse abdominis and you feel this space jet out, that means you're actually contracting your obliques. Okay, so we're going to try to find the pelvic floor contraction, and then we're going to try to find that transverse abdominis. That's the suck up and back, right? That's the bank teller idea. So we've got the hold the jelly bean, pelvic floor. Second muscle we're contracting, transverse abdominis. Lift up and in, okay? So take a breath in. Let's do it. Exhale, soft belly. That space be soft. Good. Next inhale, inhale. Exhale, pelvic floor, transverse abdominis. Feel that breath expanding through the rib cage. Yeah. So that's a little bit of a start on it.
Cool.
You can also, yeah.
Would you call this the breath of fire in yoga? The lions.
You're using it when you do
Is
breath
that
of
the
fire.
same thing?
Yes, for sure.
Mm.
You're using it in a different way a little bit than I'm explaining it now. Because what I'm talking about now is more how you use it to hold your posture. Another analogy that I use with people is if you take your hands to your rib cage and just take a big breath in, don't think about everything that we've done. Just forget all of it. Take a big breath in and exhale. Feel your ribs expand on the inhalation and contract on the exhalation. Okay, so we're American and we breathe backwards, right? We want our exhalation to become more expansive. We want the air to continue moving. So if you picture a water bottle, half full of water, and you squeeze the bottom of the water bottle, the water goes to the top. Now we're going to picture our thoracic cavity, and we're going to activate the bottom and feel that air continue to expand through the rib cage. Okay?
Cool.
So think about that on this next couple of breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Pick up the jelly bean. Feel this expand. Feel that breath, right? That is Ujjayi breath. That should be happening every time you're doing your breath. Every time you're pushing something when you're strength training. Right?
Cool.
Yeah.
So what are the benefits of this?
So the benefits of this we were talking about before we started the live stream, and that's why we did the live stream. So the benefits for females is helping the pelvic floor stay intact. We don't want our uterus to fall out as we age. When we have trauma there from having babies, that's hard on this space, right? It's a lot of trauma in that area. So really important to rebuild. One thing that's really exciting about having babies is that it makes people get to that space where they can accept the subtle work. Like we're like, let's start at the beginning and retrain from the inside out. And that's really valuable. For some women haven't had babies and haven't had any talk about this at all. So, you know, you can look at it, we all need this, male and female. For men, it's really good to prevent erectile dysfunction. So it's important for posture, it's important for
Sexual health.
Yeah. And
You don't pee your pants when you're not.
it also changes just your way of being too. Like when you're gonna move something, we want our muscles to recruit, smallest to largest. So we want pelvic floor, transverse abdominis, then obliques and abdominal muscles when we're doing hard exercise. So those are the benefits.
Awesome.
So where can we find out more information?
Oh, you can find more information on my website, strongbalancesolutions.com. And you can also call me if you would like to make an appointment. My phone number is 970-231-2668.
Say it one more time.
970-231-2668 or email strongbalancesolutions@gmail.com.
Thank you.
Thank you.